Leo, welcome back to Steampunk Psyche. If you are brand new here or cross watching, I am JT. Hey, hit that thumbnail, come in and check out the readings, okay? Leo, today we are going to be finishing up the fourth quarter readings. I will shuffle up and we'll get started, okay? I hope everything's been going okay for you. Hey, on another note, I hope you got to see the last readings that I did. If you haven't, go into Steampunk Psyche, look at the playlists, and check out your energies, okay? I laid out 2026 from January, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. So we're into the fourth quarter reading. I hope that you've set your boundaries. I hope that you're in love. I hope you find love. I hope that your finances get into order. Okay, these are all the things that I'm just giving out my love today. I'm just in that type of mood. And I hope you're in that mood too. I hope you stay that way. I hope that the negative energy, the momentum on negative energy is leaving. I hope that you are learning to set your boundaries in place, emotional fulfillment, desires, passion, all the good, hot, spicy stuff. I hope that's all happening for you, Leo. Okay, I'll quit talking. I'm just happy. I'm in love. Listen, I'll show you these cards, okay? I will give you up close and personal with them. We will clarify all of these. Fourth quarter reading for Leo. Interesting. If you'd like to fast forward, that's totally fine. Okay. Okay, Leo, we're going to take a look at this very first column right through here, okay? And this is going to be your present energy. We have the Hanged Man, okay? Now, the Hanged Man could represent Pisces energy as well, okay? Doesn't have to be. But intentionally, you've kind of pulled back in retreat. My camera is doing it again. I'm sorry, you guys. My camera has been just crazy today. It can't decide whether it wants to focus or, yeah, I apologize. Intentionally pulled yourself back. You could be secluding yourself, isolating yourself right now. Perhaps some event took place. Lack of communication. Sometimes if this is a kind of a karmic challenge or cycles that have repeated themselves, you're starting to see things over and over again, and that's why you've kind of pulled back. The reason I say that is because it's the Eight of Cups follows, okay? So the Eight of Cups represents some emotional unfulfillment taking place, and I'm so sorry. Kiss and a hug. Virtual. Something's taking place. Listen, you guys, tarot is all about these energies of these cards, so take what applies, all right? For some of you, this may not apply, and that's okay. I understand. But it's going to take a minute because we've got 12 cards to go through. So we have to take our time to go through the energies to find out what's taking place, all right? So in that energy is the Page of Wands as well. So there's exploration, there's looking out. And it makes sense, right? You've got some energies that are taking place, got you kind of in the retreat, emotionally unfulfilled, and now you're looking to go explore. Okay, this ain't working. This ain't happening for me no more. And I'm going to look out. And it also could represent perhaps a underlying energy of romance. Okay, the Page is a younger, youthful type of energy, so it could mean that maybe you are a youthful or a younger person who's ready to go explore, ready to check things out. Like I said, just take what fits, okay? We're going to move down a line right now, and we're going to look at your crossing challenge. So the very first card in your crossing challenge is the Five of Cups. And like I said, the emotional unfulfillment, you had the Eight of Cups right in the present energy. And here's this Five of Cups sitting here. So it's like I've been looking at things that I don't have, things that that pass me up, things that I can't seem to find the damn silver lining, okay? But the thing about it is you got these two cups sitting here right behind you. And I think you know that. I think that's quite all right. You know that there's lots of good things in your life. And that's not what it is. It's that maybe you feel like just this, there's an unfairness, an unbalance about something that took place, whatever that is in your underlying energies. and you're just ready for retribution of it. Maybe a new scene, a new look, a new life. And so you know that there's kind of going to be a journey ahead, right? And that's why I think that page showed up to kind of say, hey, yeah, you're ready, you're due. Okay. The reason I say that is because the star card follows. Okay. Now the star could be also representing the Aquarius energy, but to me, it's saying to you that you are trying to find some balance in all of this. Okay. You've got 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land, and you're pouring back into yourself. Okay. The chakra center, the heart center. So I feel like you understand this, and you're just trying to get some kind of a grip. You're being challenged, and you're doing the very best that you can. Now, this could also talk about a relationship. We have the Hierophant, okay? The religious aspect of this is that you could be a student. This could be like a new experience for you that you're embarking on, a new journey of some kind. And emotional wise, like for instance, I got kind of a feeling, I'm going to share it with you. First day at college, just coming out of high school, going into college, first day, you don't know nobody, right? So your emotions are intense. Where's my place in all this? This is a whole new energy, a whole new world. That's just one as an example, okay? But a student of learning, a student of spiritual learning, you had the star card showing up. You could be diving into, say, Taoist view, Buddhist view, Christian view, atheist view, any type of view. It doesn't matter. Paganistic view. It doesn't matter. I don't judge, and I don't want that on this channel. Not at all. But what I am saying is that there is a learned type of energy that's taking place right now. This could be your energy, learning about your past, learning about traumatic wounds, learning about alchemizing energy, what all of this means. So you could be coming into that knowing as well. All right. Take what applies, you guys. Now, the next column that we're going to look at is the recent past, okay? Or I'm sorry, the foundation. What's lying underneath here in your foundation is the Knight of Swords, okay? Now, in the foundation of what's lying underneath is this rushing energy that came into you. This could have been a text, a phone call, a message. Somebody said something to you, delivered some kind of news to you, okay? The swords represent the communication side, so any forms of communication whatsoever, anything from text, phone, the pigeon mail, whatever. But something came in, and it came in very quickly, okay? And this could have been part of that disturbing news, like I said from the beginning, on that 5 of Cups, Star, and Hierophant. So new day at school, first day of school, or all the way to, say, relationship-wise, some kind of news came in that it just... they didn't spare you any kind of time-wise, okay? It wasn't on your time frame. And the reason I say that is because it's following is the Tower card, okay? So this news was shocking, right? This news went right straight to the head, right to the crown chakra, and it broke away the foundations of this Tower card, meaning that it broke away some kind of knowledge or knowing about what you thought. If this is a religious aspect, for instance, you learned something about religion that you didn't know before, or that maybe you're breaking away from the religious aspects of things and taking more of a, I'm just going to let each day be each day. I'm going to let love be love, and we're going to move from there and move forward. Now, you do have the Page of Cups. So there is an emotional offering, a love offering. There's a new opportunity for a mystery to be had here, okay? With the fish in the cup, that represents that mysterious kind of energy that's also represents Pisces as well. So you could be dealing with Pisces energy also. But in the foundation, there is an offering of something that came to you, and I feel like it's in your heart space, okay, in your chakra space. This could have been, like I said, an offering that somebody made to you that said, hey, like, join my church, or come check out this church. Or, like I said, an offering of love, and it came in so quickly. It sits between the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups, that Tower did. Okay. So I feel like this news came in and is trying to say to you that news was an emotional moment there where you took the Hierophant stance. A student, I'm going to learn. I'm just going to try to, keep my balance, pay attention to what's going on. The reason I say that is because, okay, in the recent past here, that underlying energy makes sense because you were a person. And I feel like this is you, right? I feel like this is you, the Nine of Pentacles. You know what? I'm switching screens here. Hang on just a second here. Yeah. Yeah, stop for just a second and look at this. I just went quiet. Usually when I do this, it's kind of like a moment where the energy shifted, completely shifted here. And I have to pay attention to it because sometimes there's a message in that. And it may be that there is a silent calm that's taking place in your life right at this moment, like this knowing. And I feel like it's giving you this very down to earth, comforting type of energy, right? The Nine of Pentacles. I apologize for that, you guys. Like I said, sometimes, like sometimes when I'm doing readings, my throat will get real scratchy or itchy, and it usually represents, like a communication of some type. Somebody's really trying to say something. Sometimes I will get short of breath. Sometimes, and no, it's not health related, okay? That is health related, but I'm saying that's not the reason why. Sometimes when I come to a sudden stop, it means that there's an emotional calmness it's like the universe is saying, I need you to pull back for just a minute because this message is so very important. So you need to hear this. But the Nine of Pentacles is very grounded. She's the life of, or what some might say is the lap of luxury. When we idealize luxury as to what that means. Now, everybody's definition of that is totally different. It could represent money. Some it could represent the big home, that big life. You could be a person who wants to be an actor or in the limelight or some kind of something like that, But what I'm getting at is that she has all of the pentacles minus the 10th pentacle. And she is the reason why the 10 of Pentacles shows up, because she has it all. So she's the backbone, okay? And I feel like you are the backbone. You've been the backbone and the nurturing spirit, perhaps to a lot of people. And so when this offering came to you, I almost wonder if you shouldn't have been the one that that made the offering. Like you're questioning yourself. I should have made that offering. But now that it's happening to me, it's put me in a, whoa. It's kind of like roles reversed. You're not used to this whole brand new, this tower moment, this love offering or this peace offering or this moment of clarity with this, page of cups here. It kind of sets you back. And perhaps that's part of it too. Perhaps a younger person made an offering to you. Perhaps you're older than this person. And now it just like wooed you, took your breath away. The reason I say that is because the Nine of Cups shows up. Okay. Overindulgence of joy. That's not possible. I don't think so. I'd love to die of laughter, right? I'd love to die of just being, just this wicked smile on my face, right? But the Nine of Cups is that overindulgence and joy. And I feel like maybe that's what happened. It caught you so off guard, okay? And you're trying to balance because you have the Temperance, okay? You're trying to alchemize all this. It's like it got you to where you're pouring from one cup to the other, probably daily. And I hope it's not wine, liquor, booze, that you're having to do that. Not that I'm not judging you, wine a day, whiskey a day, whatever the hell you do. I don't care. But 9 represents the overindulgence as well. So I hope this doesn't have you in your headspace so far that you're having to indulge. It's love. It's love. It's love. It's love. And I feel like that's what's happening. Is it kind of overwhelmed you perhaps? I don't know. We're going to keep going. We're going to take a look. I apologize for the pause there, Leo, but like I said, sometimes when that happens, I've really got to pay attention to it. All right. So now we're going to take a look at the possibilities. The law of nature itself says that when one door closes, another door must open, okay? The pendulum swings both ways, Leo. It swings both ways, and that's just the cyclical nature of life, okay? So When one door closes, another door opens. So what is the door opening to Leo? Universe, what is the door opening to Leo? Okay. The door opening is a decisive decision. There is definitely a need for you. You have, like I said, you pulled back. You withdrew to concentrate, to take all this in. And I feel like that's what that's representing. You know, there's this, yes, you've had past, everybody has a past. We all have a past, and that's the three swords hanging. But you're sitting on top of this, and you're like, you're deciding, what do I do about this? This person made an offering to you, and perhaps they're younger than you and it caught you off guard. That's just one scenario, so hang with me. It doesn't have to be that for everybody, but it could be that an offering came into anybody, okay? And, you know, it could have been a flirtatious type of gesture. It could have been something as cheesy as, damn, you look hot, or you're fire, or whatever people say that kind of talk. Now, I don't even know. I don't know how to play. But keep in mind, it was a page. So it has kind of a younger maturity level to it. Not that that's terrible either, because we all have our language of love, right? And it's just, maybe that's it. It's kind of understanding what the language of love of this person is. And if they're younger, it's going to take an adjustment for you to try to go, okay, well, that's how he tries or she tries to communicate. And I don't have to judge that. What I can do is, you know, alchemize my own energy and understand what's taking place with the temperance, right? That's pretty cute. Actually, that's cute. I mean, that's like, okay, I'm going to keep on going. All right. All right. So now we're going to take a look at the near future for Leo. What does the near future look like for Leo? What's the near future look like for Leo? Okay. Like I said, balance. Okay. It is trying to balance. You know, you did have the temperance card show up right there. So I'm going to get my camera to try to focus in on me here. Sorry about that. Yeah. So the Two of Pentacles does represent that trying to, maybe you're juggling a whole lot of stuff. Perhaps, with the Pentacles could be talking about coins. So perhaps you're juggling your job with your, you know, your personal life, that type of scenario. Could be that you're in another relationship and you're trying to balance out that other relationship. I'm not judging anybody. I don't care. You know, you can have as many relationships with whoever you want, whenever you want, right? But it could be work related that you're trying to deal with that. The Two of Pentacles also speaks really to you personally, as your person, that you are capable of handling a lot of different situations. I was about to say reciprocation, so there is definitely something about this that is reciprocated. Perhaps it's mirrored. The other person that you know, that you're experiencing with this is reciprocating that same kind of energy, trying to balance things also. And maybe that's why they came off as maybe a little bit of that Knight of Swords energy, you know, that kind of quick acting, whatever it was that somebody may have said or may not have said. I don't know. So, all right. Now we'll take a look at the self. Leo, how are you showing up in this situation, okay? What is your current energy like? You know, what's your stance on all of this? Okay, Judgment. All right, Gabriel has blowed his horn, saying, rise up, be the best that you can be. Sorry, I got to cover up the little naked peoples. So Judgment, you're seeking judgment on that. With the Judgment falling out there, I'm kind of feeling like, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're just wondering, do you move forward with this? Maybe it hits you so hard. I'm saying not hard, but maybe it challenged you. That's kind of what I feel like. It challenged you, especially because there's so much to take in consideration, right? You know, and here's the thing. It's almost like you've let the validation of other people, and I'm not trying to give you some unsolicited advice here, but I am saying it's very easy to let the outside influences judge a situation sometimes. And I kind of feel like maybe that might be it, that you're letting outside influences be the judge of what your heart should be judging. Okay. Could be wrong, but I kind of feel like that's kind of what it feels like here. All right, we're going to take a look at the environment around Leo. What is the environment like around Leo? Okay, we have some third-party influence here. That's kind of what I was thinking, right? I feel like there's influences. Outside influences is what that kind of represents. The third, it talks about reciprocation. The Three of Pentacles talks about reciprocating effort, sharing ideas, and things like that. But it could also mean that, you know, these ideas about this relationship are being shared and you're getting some advice, external advice, which is what I just said. So it really feels like a third party influence is taking place here. And Leo, you don't need validation from anybody, do you? And I think you know this. That's why this is so damn cute. It really is cute to me. I know you're probably like, hey, asshole, it's not you that's having to go through this. But I'm just saying, it just seems cute, especially if it's a younger person. Because now you got all these choices, just like, what is society? I mean, what if there is not just a gap, but what if there's a mountain in between your ages? And, you know, and so then even the hand gesture itself makes you feel bad. But here's the thing, who gives a shit? Love is love is love. Who cares? You know, that's society's view of saying, if I put you in this box right here, you fit so that I can understand who the hell you are. I'm not concerned about what people's box looks like around me. I don't give a shit what they think about me. That's not nobody's business. I feel like you're getting some outside influence on this situation, and it's really got you in your head. Bless your heart. I love you. I appreciate you for that. I really do, because it means you're a concerned person, that you know, you wouldn't want to put yourself into a position that, number one, you don't know if this is a mature type person. You don't know anything about this person really, other than this flirtatious gesture or the fact that maybe you guys have only seen each other for a little bit, whatever that situation may be. But you don't know. So you don't really want to invest a whole lot in that. And I can understand that. You know, that's a mature way of thinking. And that only happens from life and time and passing on. But I don't think this person cares. I just feel like they made kind of a foobar maybe and rushed in a little bit quickly. But I just think it's cute. Anyway, I'm going to keep rocking. We're going to find out, Leo. We're going to find out. Let me go. We're going to go with the hopes, fears, wishes, and worries for Leo. Hopes, fears, wishes, and worries for Leo. Cute Leo. All right. Enough of that, JT. Quit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Joy, fun, peace, love, harmony, fire. I am. If it's hitting you in the heart space like that, that would be the question I would ask. You know, I would be asking myself, how does this person make me feel? Not how does everybody think about me liking this person? How do I feel? You got to put yourself first and stay in that joyful sun card energy. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting at. We're going to look now at your outcome and direction, Leo. What is your outcome and direction for this reading here? What is the outcome and direction for Leo? Fourth quarter reading. Okay. Emotional chaos. I think you're in your headspace. Take control is what this card says. There's nobody in control here. My wand's bigger than your wand, so ego clashing, blah, 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 blah. I feel like that is what the sun, that's why the sun card came out to say, stay in your joy, stay in your peace, stay in your harmony. The Nine of Pentacles showed up, grounded energy, right? You had the Nine of Cups, 2 nines. You could be seeing synchronicities around this particular person. 2 nines back to back, right? And so what that represents, like I said, is that, you know, staying in that overindulgence of joy. Enjoy yourself. Life is too damn short. We're floating on a big rock in space, for crying out loud, right? I mean, think about that for just a minute. Let that soak in. Leo, I love you. I hope you respect me. I love you very much, and I mean that. If I joked or anything like that or teased, it's only out of fun, only out of love. And like I said, so I mean, the deepest amount of respect for you. And I'm not trying to take away from the integrity of these cards in any way, okay? But I love you. I appreciate you. I hope this was clarity. I hope that you come back, see me again, okay? All right. Bye-bye.